Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Racket rotation. Viewer question said, I have 3 different rackets. I was like, okay, how do I rotate? Well, stay tuned. All right, so question from Nicholas Rittgers on racket rotation. I had a question about rotating my rackets during play. I've been playing in a league Wednesday nights and have loved it. I've taken some of your advice about rotating rackets. When I start getting exhausted, I've been playing with the Pure Drive 2021 to start, then moving to my 2015 Blade 98 as I get tired. I recently got a head gravity MP for coaching, and I want to incorporate that into my rotation to become more comfortable with it. My question is, what order do you recommend rotating these rackets? They're all different brands and different types of rackets. Okay, Nicholas, he gives me a little bit more information about each of the rackets. So the Pure Drive has Diadem Solstice Black, which is a poly string. The Gravity is strung with Gamma TNT 55. Blade is Luxlon ALU Smart 48, which is the oldest strings. Probably next to be restrung, he said. Okay, it's been my goal for the last few months as I've gotten back into the game for some fitness. Okay, yeah, that's what we all do. We love the game. Tennis gives us fitness. Okay, so it looks like your rotation is a little different than my rotation. I go with tightest, and then I go to loosest with the same racket though. Looks like you are going most powerful, which is Pure Drive, to more control in Blade. So let me explain this to you a little bit more in depth, as everybody will probably want to hear this too. I'm going to move over here to the rackets. So I don't have a 2015 Blade, but I have let's say a current Blade here. So, and I have a current Pure Drive here. So Nicholas goes from Pure Drive to Blade as he gets more tired. That should be, I would say, go from Blade to Pure Drive, because you're gonna probably be hyped up. You got a lot of energy in the beginning of your match. You're gonna be probably swinging a little harder, just because your adrenaline's rushing. As you ease into the match and as you get more fatigued and tired, it's probably an easier transition to go into a little more power than to take you out of power. So I would say do the other way around, especially when that Diadem is in this one with the poly at 50 pounds there. So now we're gonna incorporate the Gravity here, which is probably the softest of all now. This is the softest of the 3. So let me tell you what I'm looking at here. I actually created a chart for you. Okay, so we got a 2015 Blade, we got a brand new Gravity MP, and we got a new Pure Drive. And these are the strings that are on it. This is actually Smart. So he called it ALU, but it's ALU Smart, whatever it doesn't matter. Anyways, so I'm looking at head size first, right? The Blade's the smallest of all. And then I'm looking at stiffness here. So looking at the stiffness, I know that Gravity is the softest of all. And then the second one is the Blade, and then Pure Drive is the most powerful. So I would like, Nicholas, for you to probably start with the Gravity, because it's a 62. It's the most flexible in your arsenal. So start there. Once you get fatigued a little bit, right? Like you're hitting balls in the net, maybe doing some weird things in which, you know, you could use a little bit of power, then move on to the blade, right? I mean, I'm guessing after first set, or somewhere late in the first set, probably want to make that switch. And then from this to this, depending on conditions, it might be either quick or really long. My guess is going to be quick because these two are pretty similar. Depending upon how long your match goes and how your fitness is, you may actually go right into that pure drive pretty quickly. So my suggestion, start with a gravity. As you get a bit fatigued, roll right into that blade because you're definitely going to need that poly to help you a little bit, and then roll an end into the pure drive. Once you get in that pure drive, you're probably going to have to end with it because going backwards in power is probably not going to work for you, because it's going down in power. You're not going to gain more energy as you go along unless you naturally get a shot of adrenaline, because it's always tough. It's always tough to go down in power. I mean, as people, demo rackets out of here, when they take 2 rackets out, I always tell them, start with the least powerful racket. So if you're taking a blade and a pure drive out, you start with the blade. If you start with the pure drive, that blade is not going to feel so good. I mean, unless you're hitting the fence with it and then the blade keeps it in, most of the time, it's going to be easier to adjust going up in power than going down in power. So start with the most controlled racket you have in your arsenal and then move from there. So controlled meaning softest, most flexible, okay? So Nicholas, this is your rotation. Gravity, blade, and then end with the pure drive. All right, guys, got some special guests visiting me today at the store, and they are gonna take you out today. Guys, tell me your names and where you're from.
I'm Alan from San Francisco.
I'm Chris from Pacifica, California.
I'm Alex from San Francisco.
And what do you guys say?
Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.